In my left hand, I have an Amazon gift card. In my right hand, I have a DVD of the movie Moneyball, which is based on the baseball team, the Oakland Athletics. What does Amazon and the Oakland Athletics, the Oakland A's, have in common? They both use data and intelligence as a competitive advantage. Amazon sells more online than its next 12 largest competitors combined, including Walmart. The Oakland A's just won their division with a significantly less payroll than their competitors. Why is that important? Because data matters. Why does data matter? Because our brain can be a little deceiving, right? And I want everybody to join with me, and let's see if I can share with you how I can manipulate your brain, okay? I need everybody to participate, okay? Let's get our hands right here. And I love it because our clock hasn't even started. This is fantastic. I just looked and we're still at 7 minutes. Fantastic. All right, so put your right hand. I need everybody to participate, okay? I'm going to bring them together. I want to hear a clap. All right, fantastic. Follow me very carefully, okay? All right. Well, that's interesting, okay? I look around the room. About half the room's got their left hand up. Make sure you have your right hand up, okay? Now, follow me very carefully. We're going to cross right here. Bring them in. Intertwine your fingers, okay? Now, it's important to make sure you have your right over your left, right? You need to flip yours around, have your right over your left, okay? Now, what I want you to do is point those two fingers, okay? Everybody with me right there? Tap those fingers one time, okay? Now, if I have not been able to manipulate your brain, then you should be able to do this. There we go. All right, Paul. Anybody figure that out? All right.
Hey, thanks, Chuck. And remember, you got to hand me that mic so I can walk around. So Chuck just explained to us the importance of data.
Hey, Paul. This is what's great. They're still working on it.
All right, you guys still. All right, we can let that go now. All right, come by our booth if you want to see how we do that. So, Chuck's telling us about the importance of data. The issue is how you get started. Well, you build a data warehouse. Not so easy. A data warehouse is a very complex thing to build. It is expensive to build. It is expensive to maintain. And if you don't get it just right, you end up with a frustrated and impatient user community. So what we're going to talk about today or show you today is a solution, an enterprise data and analytics solution designed specifically for credit unions. And we're actually going to log in. We are logged in right now to one of our client sites, Affinity Plus, and we're going to show you what that looks like, what a data model connected to some dashboard software can actually look like for a credit union to monitor the performance. So before I get started, there's 3 things I want you to take away from today's presentation. Number 1, to build a great data warehouse, that data warehouse has to be that all data must be integrated. Everything must connect to a common member, a common employee, or a common branch. Number 2, transaction level detail. When you design your data warehouse, you should design it to accommodate the data at the lowest possible level, which is usually the transaction level. And last of all, your data warehouse should cover all of your data, not just the core system, but every ancillary system, every spreadsheet, every CSV file that people want to bring in, any structured data format. Those are 3 key elements of a good data warehouse. And if you do it that way, that data warehouse will work great. It'll be easy to support in the long term, and it will make your reports look great. So Chuck, here's an example of this is just transaction data that Affinity Plus is under development right now, but let's go to the overview. So you'll notice there's a chart missing there. It's missing some data right now. That's actually checking account balances. There was an error in the load this morning. We're dialed into St. Paul, Minnesota on Affinity Plus's servers, and we're running iDashboards against a SQL 2008 database. And the checking account balances are currently updating in the ETL process. So we won't have those for today's presentation. So let's go ahead and just take a look. We got real estate loans coming in from E3, or actually ILS, and the credit card balances are coming in from PSCU. And if we hover over those, we can see that things at Affinity are pretty good these days. If we take a look at the Bemidji branch, can we go there for a second, Chuck? So heading over to the Bemidji branch,
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, we're going to drill into the member. So you can see the member growth is looking pretty good over from year to year. 2013, Chuck's going to drill into 2013, and that'll give us the month profile. And so you can see overall they're getting more news than losses. And then we're going to drill into the month of September, and you can see there they've got overall they're still doing pretty good. But up to yesterday they actually lost one. They had one declassification. So there's daily updates every day, and these dashboards update for the managers. Let's go to the member metrics for a second. Because we get all the transaction data, we can do some cool stuff with metrics. So for example, we can look at number of transactions, checking accounts opened. So if a new member joined in September of this year, we can see that on average we're getting up 0.7, what is it, Chuck?
0.78.
0.78 checking accounts per member versus members that joined in September of last year. How many checking accounts were we getting?
0.74.
So we know that the members are they're keeping that top of mind to make sure they get those checking accounts open. And so yeah, so those are examples there of how transaction data can be applied to some very valuable metrics to help keep the branch managers on task. So that really covers our quick overview.
I'll just say real quickly, our value proposition for credit unions, we're experts in data architecture and data modeling. We have created an affordable product for credit unions, and our mission is to really give credit unions the power to use data as a competitive advantage. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys so much. Would you like to share with us how that works? How the twisting gun thing works?
Can we do it real quick?
No, we'll come to your booth to see. But I already know.
Yeah. It took you 3 tries though, right?
It did. Does your product work with any core?
Correct, yes. Right now we do Harland and Scimitar, and we are planning OSI as our next interface. Interfaces take about 90 days for us to develop because the data model is designed to work with any core.
Okay. How much time should we expect to spend managing the system?
Actually, our clients spend pretty well no time. We do all the support, all the technical support, so if there's a data load issue, we take care of that. What we encourage our clients to do is write reports. So we furnish them an abstraction layer that allows them the flexibility to create reports and dashboards on their own, and we actually show them how to do that. So they aren't coming back to us all the time. But if they do need help writing reports, we can show them how to do that.
Okay. And are you guys working on CUFX integration?
We're just starting. Actually, is it Leonard? I think he came by our booth and said we need to talk. In fact, we have to standardize data in the industry to get it all to join properly. So we've been working on that for the last 3 years.
Okay. And is this a hosted solution?
No, this solution's installed on your servers. It can be installed on virtual servers, and it runs under your Microsoft SQL Server 2008 license.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Belinda, Guy.